Pigs were one of the first real farm animals that I kept on my own as an adult, and I love them. But today I'm going to tell you why we're actually getting rid of pigs and at least downsizing our pig population. Right behind me here is Duke, our boar, and 4 of his descendants, the first generation of his descendants on this farm here. These are American guinea hogs. They're kind of a small hog, an old-fashioned, more lard type hog, the boar and the sow. We got them because we wanted to take animal raising to a little bit to the next level. Have a first generation, second generation, not just raise feeder animals. I still like that idea, but I think that it's not time for us for that right now. So we've had a few problems with pigs. Nothing really out of the ordinary and nothing that we didn't expect. And at the same time, my vision for what we're doing has shifted some. It's shifted, I think, as I've come to a more healthy understanding of what my focus needs to be, and that my primary focus needs to be on the health and well-being of myself and my family. We want to grow our own food out here. That's still our goal. But I think what I did when I bought a breeding sow and boar is I just went a little bit above what I should have. If you look behind me here, these guys are out in kind of a muddy area, and this is how a lot of pigs are kept. So this isn't really what I want to be doing. This isn't how I want to be raising pigs. I don't think we've done some unethical thing by having the pigs and keeping them here. They have this pretty large outdoor area. They root out there, they lay in the mud, and they have this huge indoor area, really nice dry space, and a bunch of bedding. So I think the pigs have been happy. It's just, I want to have higher standards basically for what I'm doing out here. And then we have our pasture set up out here, which honestly is great for the pigs. The sow and her 3 little piglets, the 3 little pigs I've been calling them. And they're happy out here. My plan was to raise the pigs on pasture and rotate them, but you really gotta move them every day. That's my view on it. You know, I can experiment with larger paddocks, but you're gonna have these destroyed areas in your pasture. I mean, these are some happy pigs out here, laying in the dirt, eating grass as much as they want. My shade sled is actually working awesome. It's extremely easy to move and portable. This is what I'm dealing with though, is this area here. The pigs were on here for 3 days and it rained, and this level of soil disturbance is more than I find acceptable for my pasture. This is gonna require some remediation. I'm gonna have to come plant out here, which I will do. And the pasture will grow in and it'll be thick and lush. It'll be fine. But in the meantime, we're gonna be dealing with erosion as it's raining, and potentially bare spots if I'm not cautious with how I recover this area. You guys are awesome. Pigs are always the same. That's the cool thing about animals. You kind of know what to expect. Sometimes it's unpredictable. You know, their behavior is individual and unpredictable, but when you get pigs, you know that they're gonna root, they're gonna bust out of fences if the fences aren't adequate. Super curious, they test everything. They're also, on the positive side, really, really fun to watch. And I love bacon. At one point, I had the pigs stuck in the barn down here because they had busted out of a fence, my batteries were run down, it was a little disastrous. You know, in the end, things are okay. This stall in here is just full of a huge wealth of organic compost material. When the pigs were in here, I made a strong effort to keep it dry and clean. I put bale after bale of hay and straw in, which was an expense, but I don't regret that. What I'm showing you is just how this isn't working for us. And I'm hoping it'll be helpful to some of you all just to kind of see like what it looks like to have 9 pigs. Right here behind me, beside this lower barn, is another area I had the pigs in. This has recovered really well. It has a thick growth of grass on it. I got some little cherry trees down here. Hey Brownie, what's going on, buddy? I'm not gonna hurt you. There's goats lost in the weeds, just like they like it. There's one, and there's one. This is the last area I want to show you, which is kind of the edge of the woods. I had pigs up here, gosh, I think maybe 2 months. They were in this area and they extended over there. I'm not too unhappy with this area. I do feel like there's some soil compaction in here. What it comes down to for me is the game of chess of shuffling pigs from area to area without destroying the pasture, without having too many areas of soil that I feel like I'm sacrificing for the pigs. That game of chess just is too complex for me. I want to be just pouring into my family, pouring into other projects, and I want the pigs to have the best life possible. My goal is to have is to sell the breeding pair. We're going to butcher at least 4 of the littles this fall, the teenagers I call them. It's terrible. And then we may sell all the little 3 pigs. I may keep 2 of the littles though, because I do want to keep raising pigs. There are other methods I've never tried. Kind of the Swedish deep bedding system is where I want to go next. I want to try that. Compost creation, more confined quarters, but a social environment and lots and lots of material for them to root in. So paring down to just a few animals, I hope is going to allow me to raise them how I want to and raise them in a more efficient manner. You know, feeding them a lot of scraps, feeding them a lot of, you know, grass clippings and compost, spent grains, and end up having meat that I raised in a more efficient manner. I'm actually kind of excited about this because I've been thinking a lot about this, and I've been thinking about you all. And for the majority of our viewers, I don't think you're ever gonna have 9 pigs or have a breeding pair of pigs. But what I'd like to show on this channel is kind of the other extreme, the other opposite extreme for a, you know, tiny farm, is how to most efficiently raise healthy, happy animals in a really small amount of space. And I think that's probably going to be more helpful for more of you than what we've been doing. Not that that's our primary concern, but we think about it quite a bit. Hey guys, I want to say thanks for joining us. This has been another great day on the homestead. I have loved having Bree back in the videos as well. She's been prominent in the last 3. I edited them. She's just had a lot of energy and wanted to jump in on stuff. And I love it. I love working with her. And I love when we can tell stories together. So thank you for watching.